Can't really tell because of the editing, but I have been sitting here for the past 10 to 20 minutes redoing the intro, forgetting what the video is about. I think I might be on something. I don't know what it is, but I'm on something right now. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about an interesting topic, which is, hard work won't make you rich. And I really believe that. So what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and react to Alex Ramirez, something like that. Anyways, we're gonna react to dude. Booyaka. Alright.
Hard work will not make you rich. I get driven nuts by the amount of gurus and influencers and whatever who want to brag and say no one can outwork me, I'm the best in the world. So many people outwork me. I still make more money than them. There has to be something else.
I mean, a lot of people outwork me. I'm still broke as shit.
One of the things that grinds my gears about a lot of the people that I see on Instagram, that you probably see too, is this whole no one can outwork me mantra. First off, it's objectively false because many people A, outwork you today, B, outwork you in the past, C, you haven't met everyone, and D, it doesn't fucking matter anyways. It's the same thing when someone's like, I'm the best, and you have to say you're the best because if you don't think you're the best, it shows that you're not confident. To me, I don't take that at all. If someone's like, I'm the best, then why aren't you on fucking billboards? That's what the best would look like. Absolutely, you need to do the work. You need to put volume in. It's the
Okay, so my thing about, people saying that hard work is gonna make you, it's gonna make you richer. To me, it all comes down to, I used to play soccer, right? So when I used to play soccer, it used to come down to, I used to train a lot, I used to do a lot of training. But I started realizing was, if I was training every day by myself at home, and I wasn't improving, it had to be something with my training, because I was working every single day during off season, in season. I was constantly working. So I was like, why am I not getting result? Then I realized it all came down to the simple fact that I wasn't doing the right training. That's all it comes down to. You could be quote unquote hard working, but if you're not doing the right thing, at the end of the day, your hard work doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? If the system is against you, it doesn't matter what kind of hard work you do. It doesn't matter what type of new secret you learn. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter what you can and cannot do. If something is against, if there's a certain force that's against you or you're doing something wrong, I'm sorry, but you're just not gonna achieve whatever your goal might be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying when you look at the best, you only see the polished image. You know what I'm saying? The image that they have worked for years, and honestly, fuck the years. The image that their team, and their money has been able to buy them. If I got money right now, I could make myself appear to be anything. I could make myself to appear as if I'm a good soccer player, even if I wasn't. I could put myself in the best training, play with the best teammate, play with the best of whatever. At the end of the day, you can't compare yourself. My favorite thing to do is going back and looking at artists like streamers or other musicians. I listen to their vocals when they were first starting out, and it's like, whoa, that is a big difference. And then I can relate to that. I can relate to Little Baby or the biggest, or Duke Dennis or something like that. I can't relate to those individuals. I mean, at the top at least, I can't relate to them because I'm not at the top. You feel me?
Only way you get better. But if you start claiming that you are the best, you cannot be outworked. You are making statements that you know are not true. Why are we bragging about work? Because work has very little to do with the highest levels of the game. Warren Buffett talks about if he makes 2 good decisions a year, he's had a good year. And so how is it that one of the best investors, one of the best business people in terms of measuring it by money, which is how you measure business, talks about how he does basically nothing, reads 5 or 6 hours a day, eats McDonald's, and makes a couple good decisions a year? How is it that that guy is making so much more money than the people who are...
I kind of want to bring it into a different topic. I always see a lot of these videos of they're always saying rich people don't flex or whatever. To me, that pisses me off. I mean, because it's at the end of the day, these rich people that aren't flexing, they have a certain image they want to appear as. They want to appear close to us, so they don't. So you know what I'm saying? It's an image that's been created. I'm not even trying to sound like a conspiracy or nothing. I think it's a well-known thing. You know what I'm saying? If I was very rich and very famous, I wouldn't want people to see me as this God figure, you know what I'm saying? I want people to feel a lot closer to me, you know what I'm saying? So when I see this, I always say, bruh, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just yapping, but, it's something to think about.
We're bragging about the fact that they work so hard. Everyone only has the same hours of the day. Anybody who only sleeps 8 hours or only sleeps 7 hours and works the remaining of hours of the day, all of them would be tied for hardest working. So what creates output? You have volume of activity, and then you have the leverage of the activity that you're doing. That's what creates the total output. In order to do anything, you must do something. There has to be some level of energy that gets input into the system. Our activity, in terms of number of activities, is a very newbie measure of success in the beginning. Warren Buffett doesn't say, I sent 1,000 emails today. He doesn't talk like that. He's playing a different game. Jeff Bezos isn't like, woke up at 4 a.m. today. Now, mind you, I'm saying this as somebody who likes waking up early. But we can't be as superstitious about what matters. Waking up early doesn't matter.
I hate these motherfuckers that wake up early in the morning, bro. I swear I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. to drench my face in sparkly water, bro. I am not doing that. I'm trying to sleep, dude. I'm trying to sleep, bro. I'm a lazy ass dude. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Go to bed late doesn't matter. Not sleeping a lot doesn't matter. The few things that matter are the inputs that go into the system that have the most leverage to create the most output. Now, if you're a newbie and you can't get your ass off the couch, then by all means, figure out how to actually get your ass off the couch and do stuff. But then there's only so many
Fuck you.
hours, and so boom, and then very quickly you hit your capacity of work. Great, you've maximized that. Now what? The leverage that we have on that activity is going to dictate how much we get out of it. And if we do a low leverage activity many times, we might get more than a high leverage activity that gets done once. A CEO who's going to work with Acquisition.com works virtually every hour of every day when they come in. Almost everybody does. So sometimes they ask, they're like, am I going to be working more? We're like, it's impossible for you to work more. But you are going to be changing what you work on because that's the only lever we have. There's only 24 hours. So we're going to switch these 9 out, and we're gonna...
I swear to God, I was listening. We're only 2 minutes in, and dude has lost me. I don't know what he's yapping about anymore. Am I tripping right now? Cause I am so lost right now. I don't know where. I feel like we just skipped the whole page. Now we talking science. I swear he's talking about a changing time. I don't even know.
We're gonna plop these in with higher leverage activities. And so the way that we do that is we look at their calendars and we look at their org chart. This is how you fucking grow a business. You look at what they spend their time on and you see which of these activities are low leverage. Is there anyone else in this org chart that we can hand these activities to? And if a large percentage of these activities are a certain type of thing and they don't exist in the org chart, then it's a role that we need to hire. The point of why I hate the concept of no one can outwork me is that there are many ways to win the game. If you were to think about an amazing goal as a dragon to be slain, if you are familiar with video games in any way, when you create like a war party, you have a group of people that are going to go on a quest. You don't just have 10 paladins or guys who just have shields and swords. So you've got a healer, a mage that's really good at damage but can't take a lot of damage. Then you've got a paladin who can't hit as hard, but he can take a lot of shots. You find people who have complementary skills. If you're playing football, you don't have 10 running backs. The entrepreneur really should be the coach of the team. It's about organizing the pieces and how well they play together that ultimately determines how good the team is. Like, how many times have you seen the team with the all-star that has the poor supporting cast get beat by the overall better team? It happens all the time. A lot of entrepreneurs, as I see them, are trying to play the game like they're the star player and they want to score all the points, but they lose to Apple because Apple's got a team. We celebrate a specific action.
Ooh, actually, that's a good one, What I'm starting to realize is, instead of me trying to do everything on my own, like, I should probably try to get some help. Because I'm starting to realize you don't get to the top of the top. Shout out to my song, by the way. But you don't get to the tippity top by doing things on your own. I'm just gonna be real with you. I mean, I'm not the one to speak on that, whether that actually works. I mean, this guy seems to be a lot more successful than I am, very much more successful than I am, and he seems to agree as well. So I think it's something to take into consideration. Jesus Christ, man, it's something to think about and kind of apply into your life, But I would recommend you kind of go on like Fiverr, you know, I'm just gonna get back to the video.
Like work, when it's really just saying, oh look, there's a paladin who can take a lot of hits. Cool. That's not the only thing that's required to win. I think what is more valuable is to know what are each of the roles that exist within the business, A. B, is there one of these that you map to based on your characteristics and skill sets? And then C, what is my eventual evolution through entrepreneurship? We'll start at the beginning, which is what are the players on the field? So if you think about it by function, you've got somebody who has to promote, who's got to be a good marketer. They have to understand how to make things known across different platforms. So telling stories, building a brand.
See, I wish he would have kind of went into, you know, how to actually do this as you're growing, because it's basically talking about once you have either money or you're kind of growing and people are reaching out to you. Like, you're not gonna have a fucking guy who does marketing and who does, I don't know, who wipe your booty cheeks when you're just starting out, you know what I'm saying? So I wish he kind of went into, you know, how you could I don't know, I guess that would be a different type of video. I don't know, I'm not quite sure.
Providing value to an audience. That's what marketing is. Sales is being able to convert that raw attention into a sale. Direct response ads, sales pages, video sales letters, etc., which is pretty much anything that's physical products or software based that's low ticket, or it's higher ticket, people to people, hand to hand combat who know how to in the beginning sell and then later train how to sell and then later lead people who train how to sell. These are not necessarily the same people. I've met really brilliant marketers who suck at sales and really good salespeople who suck at marketing. Then you've got somebody who understands product. How do we make something beautiful? The guy who started Shopify, he's not CEO of Shopify. He's head of product.
Oh yeah, I also learned a thing recently, like I learned that, what's it called, you know, you shouldn't I'm looking for the word in my head right now, but you know, you aren't really the best. Like, when you're starting out a business, the reason why most people kind of fail is because they try to do everything by themselves, and you can't be, I don't know where I was going with this. I swear I am on something, bro. I don't know what's going on with me, dude. My brain is not connecting to Wi-Fi, bro. The Wi-Fi has to be slow today or something, bro.
He's a mage. He knows how to cast spells. And then you've got the experienced people who are managing everything outside of the actual product itself. How do customers engage with us? How can we provide more value? How can we give them an amazing experience? How do we make sure they're hitting these milestones? This person who knows customer experience and customer success is not the same person who understands product and UX and design. That's a different game, which is different than the guy who knows how to close, who's different than the guy that knows how to promote. The bigger the enterprise gets, the more specialized the skill becomes, and the deeper the well of experience that people need to be. They have to be more specialized. When people are like, I can't be outworked, you're bragging about the wrong thing. It should be like, I can't be out recruited. I can't be out managed. No one can build a culture like me. That's super high leverage across the organization. No one can lead like me, but no one.
I thought dude said nobody can build a cult better than me or some shit. I was about to say, what the hell? I was about to say, what video am I watching?
Can outwork me.
Are you really gonna miss this?
Oh,
We do this
God, ads. Oh,
training once a year. There's 800,000 to 1 million people that'll join us.
George Lopez.
It's just an irrelevant activity metric. I love working. I work all the time, but I would never claim that no one works harder than me. I tend to have very good leverage with the activities that I do. I spend tons of time writing a book, and that book prints and sells copies forever. It's a different way to play the game. And so level 2 of this, which player you are. In the middle run of this, you end up segregating yourself to a portion of the business that you're an expert at or that you're best at. CMO or chief sales officer, chief product officer. It's not about one player being the champion here. It's about how the team works together, which then gets to the third level of this. It's just about being the coach. Think about what the best coaches do. They're literally trying to headhunt the best players, and they're trying to recruit the best people from college. Look at what Google does. Think about their recruiting efforts. They have huge influxes dedicated to getting the best and smartest people out of college. And they have another ring for the best and smartest people coming out of business school. And then another one is their very high level recruiting at the top of the executive level. The parallels between sports and business, they are almost the same in that way. Now, mind you, you can only have 10 or 11 people on the field. You might have 10,000, but if each of those players represents a function or department of the business, it makes more sense. When we move up the levels of entrepreneurship,
not to disrespect Alex Hernandez or whatever his name was, I swear I should have watched the video before I reacted to it, but then that would ruin the whole part of doing the reaction video. But I had seen another video go over why hard work will make you rich, and it wasn't like business oriented, but I think it was called hard work won't make you successful. I think that's why, I don't know, because this dude is just yapping about businesses, and I'm lost. I am. In the beginning, he started out like he had me, but now I'm just, I don't know. I don't know.
We need to make sure that we're playing the right game and that we're using the right metric to measure our success. Final level of this is being the coach, is recruiting the top level executives and creating a farm system underneath to feed into the company that you have so that you can have a sustained competitive advantage and create a dynasty for the team so you can create the best winning team every year and have the soft skills of creating a culture of high performance so that you get the most out of every individual player. And the difference between amazing coaching and mediocre or poor coaching is what would players do if they had no coach or leader, and then what would they do if they had the best coach and best leader. The delta between those two is the value of the coach, the value of the CEO. The CEO needs to have the highest return on time out of anyone in the organization because they need to always be solving the next problem. As long as when they replace their time, the activities they do with the new stuff builds the business even more, then that trade will always work. And if a CEO can come in and turn a business around, even behemoths around, in 2-3 years based on the standard.
Alright, the video is about to be over. It's 7 more seconds, but I can't take anymore. Pause. But shout out to Alex Hernandez. Shout out to dude. Video was it was interesting in the beginning. He had me, you know what I'm saying, but now I'm kind of confused, you know. I didn't know the video was like business oriented. I mean, I expect it to be, since it's literally titled "Hard Work Will Make You Rich." But I don't know, I was kind of expecting him to go into the, I don't know, mentality of people, but it's like, I don't know, he's talking about building a whole ass, like, another Apple or Google. I don't know. I don't think me or you are doing that anytime soon. If you're building Google or YouTube or the next YouTube, the next PayPal, the next OF, let me know. Let me know, man. I got a couple $1 I can invest. I got $1 or $2. Shit, you know what I mean? Let me know, man. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Go check out the stream and go check out the music, and I apologize for the low energy in the video. I usually have a lot of energy, but for some reason today I'm just not connecting. My Bluetooth these devices did not successfully connect, so we'll try next week and see how that goes. Yeah. New uploads every week. Yeah. See Dookie in the chat. Adios.
Get out the way. I'm tryna make it to the tippity top.